one.
Yeah.
I get a madness.
Alright. You're live.
And go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of All. What? Is it live?
Yes, you're live.
All Manor,
Rehearsal ended 5 minutes ago.
All Manor of Evil. So this is we're going to show you guys a 5-player game that has Mark Burke, AJ Lambert. Sorry, what's your name? AJ Lambert.
Depends on whether or not
me,
we're looking at the website.
Travis Jantz, Chris Ham, and Chris Byer. So we are.
Don't worry about me.
The differences in the 5-player game, 5 and 6-player game, are pretty slight. There is an additional room that is a card that you just put beside the board, and it will always have a relic in it to steal. However, whenever you steal from the room, you always gain 1 madness. So this helps to mitigate the issue that players would not be able to steal something and therefore not be able to kind of sculpt their desired game in. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up. We've already got everything set up. I'm going to go ahead and fill out the manor here with all of the relics. So so everyone has the ability to get a relic in this situation. What this card says is it adds the text, you can steal. All of our actions say that we can steal from 2 rooms. We can always steal from the vault, but we have to steal from, is that correct?
It's an equal option.
Okay, so
as any of the others.
Sure.
Imagine that your action card included the vault on every one of them.
Got it. So the vault is an available option and will always have a card.
And it's enforced stealing just as the others.
You can
are.
deceive from it. You can steal from it.
It's treated exactly like any other room.
You can put a pilfer. You can pilfer and put a token on it to make it miserable for someone else. The 3 gods we have are Hastur, Cthulhu, and Dagon. We are playing with what we call the unbound version of them, which is to say these guys are going to eat an extra person. So when you play with 4 or more players, these guys tend to add an additional, I think they all add an additional person being devoured on top of the person with the most madness. So Hastur says players without a right, i.e. these types of cards, in their cache are devoured.
Yeah, so it could be more than 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Cthulhu says the player with the least madness tokens is devoured. Dagon says the player with the least relics in their cache is devoured. So that might make us want to play Inspect more so that we don't end up being the person. Interestingly, Cursed Effigy here, you give it to someone else. So when you're stealing it, you on your turn are helping someone to not be devoured by Dagon while hurting yourself toward being.
While it may then lead to them having the most madness, because all of the gods on here that devour somebody, this takes place before somebody's devoured for the most madness. So you might think you're cruising along just fine with a reasonable amount of madness. 1 or 2 people get eaten by an elder god if it's awakened, and all of a sudden your 9 madness is second, and you go down in flames.
I'm not going to die, so I don't really care about any of this.
Let's do it.
Alright, let's dive right in.
We've dealt out the rolls.
Yeah, so we all have our rules, and this is a prototype. Just don't worry, there's not the same card back on every single card. That we just did that for the prototype. Chris Ham is going to start with the lantern. That means he starts with 2 madness tokens. Since he and Chris Byer have better tiebreakers, then that means that they start with a slight handicap. All right, so it's explaining what all the cards do every single time is going to be tedious. So what we'll do is rather, as we resolve the cards, we'll say what they are. But there's some juice out here, I'll say that much.
Oh, yeah.
The juice is Telus.
That it is.
Sorry.
Ready?
Look out. Wow. All right.
Yes.
Everybody who plays the same
So
gets, so
Looks like
congratulations
the
to
Chris's know what they're
everyone
doing.
having 2.
Woo!
No, I was confident that that would happen.
Apparently not being
So
Chris
it's
is
going
the
to start with
key.
Mark because we go from the lantern. So Mark is the first player. So we're resolving these cards in numerical order. Pilfer is 1, Deceive is 2, Study is 3, Inspect is 4.
All right. Well, I'm going to add a madness to any room in the manor, and we're going to drop that over there in the vault.
That's a jerk thing to do.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal from the. I've got to steal from the foyer or the library, and
Or
I'm
the
going
vault.
to steal.
Or the vault.
Yeah, I'm not going to the vault. I'm just going to steal from the library here, the obsidian amulet. I have to add an awakening token to one of the gods. Let's do it on Dagon on the end.
Oh, that's exactly what a blue cultist would say.
Add that there.
Okay, so then it goes to you. Where would you like to add a token? So you can just punch me instead of turn.
We're going ahead and
That's what your card says, right?
Whoa, he's taking the madness.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I'm getting this out of the way.
So what does that card say when you steal it?
So
It's just what
exchange
a
this
zealot
relic
would
You
for
need to
say.
gain 2 more madness
You
for
get
stealing
one.
that.
and
Let's start flipping
exchange
tokens over.
this relic for the top relic of another player's cache. Woo. Thank you, buddy.
You want a
Woohoo.
skeleton key there? All right, AJ wants to die.
Yeah.
I am okay. Then this gets refilled instantly.
Correct.
Yep.
In a madness.
And a
token.
madness.
Boop. Okay, I can steal from the vault or the foyer. So what I'm going to do is let's just make it so that everyone's sad. I'm going to steal from the foyer. I'm going to lose a madness token, and I'm going to place this on top of. Interesting. Well, AJ seems like he wants to die.
Thank you.
Alright, so all of the
All the
wands
ones
the
are
pilfer
done.
has resolved. So now I have deceive. I'm the only 2. So let's see what we'll do here. I'm going to exchange
Your lame skeleton key.
my awesome skeleton key
Boring.
for the lapis lazuli amulet. I do not resolve any of its icons or effects because I exchanged. I did not steal it. Then I will steal the Rite of Carcosa, and I duplicate. I'm gonna take a madness token. I duplicate the effect of the action card that I played this round, which will be then to exchange that.
Great amber amulet.
Oh, he's grabbing all the amulets.
You have such pretty jewelry.
And
Chris.
then,
Then you have to steal from the basement.
no, I
Here,
Oh, you
already
stole.
stole. Yeah.
Yeah, and so my turn is done.
All right.
I'll take the top
Inspect. Boom. Amber idol.
I will add one to the yellow god.
Yeah.
It's exactly the yellow
And then I'll
Swap.
steal from the vault.
Uh-oh.
Which
And
lets
that
him
madness.
Look at that.
And
Eat
that
that
madness.
madness.
And then I'll
So
steal from the top
much
card of the
madness.
Boom. Obsidian
And I'll take
tone.
an obsidian tome, which is going to add one additional token to one. Let's put
This-
it on green.
Does the vault automatically
And I'll
refill
get
at
one
this
more.
Yeah.
time?
It
Technically,
has-
we'll just say that.
Oh,
right
well, that's terrifying.
Well, these are the choices that you forced me to make.
there. All right. And then
Lantern
did
passes.
he? You didn't even. Yes, you
Oh,
stole
I
from
stole
her.
from
You
the
stole from the. Yeah. So now we refill. Boop. Oh, an ancient mask, an ancient mask. Okay. The lantern passes. We cannot play the card that we played the first round. We have to rely on a second card. Doop-a-doop-doop.
I got somebody hoping for a double awakening.
Hey now.
This
Double
is
awakening.
What did you say? Did you say someone's watching the movie Awakenings
Yeah.
right now?
Yes.
We've got a prophet in the audience.
Flowers for
I see.
Algernon, the movie? That's what it is.
Oh, this is the guy that won the pledge on the
Oh,
last
awesome.
stream.
Well, you're
Congratulations.
not going to get a second one, pal. Are you ready?
Buyer?
Double
alright.
awakenings.
Ugh.
Oh, ooh, looks like the Chris's know what they're doing. Is anybody have a banjo that I can play?
You are?
Madness.
Hmm.
For Travis and I.
Blue.
Hmm.
Going a little mad.
Alright, so you're the first pilfer?
I will take the ancient mask, which forces me to show my role card to another player.
Interesting.
And that's it for me.
Interesting.
Alright. I will.
Don't do it.
There we go. We'll make that real attractive there.
Sure.
And
That's
then
a
I'm gonna-
really attractive
Everyone loves to
skeleton
make
key.
skeleton keys
And
awful.
then I'm going to remove one from the yellow
The
god.
yellow god.
All right, AJ.
AJ's
All
up.
right. Turn him to 3. And let's go on ahead and take this Forbidden Tome and get to look at another player's roll card. All right. Fire. What do you got there?
My roll?
He wants to look at your roll.
That
I'm gonna
one?
look over your shoulder.
Dinner. It's a dinner roll.
It's a dinner roll.
All right.
Thank you.
Then it goes to
It
you.
goes to me. Boom. What do we
Lapis
got here?
Lazuli.
Woo! We get to add 1 to blue or green. Let's put it on blue.
How dare you?
And then I have to steal from the basement or foyer. Well, this
or
Or the vault.
or the vault.
this is true, but there's you're talking 3 madness over
No,
here.
this gets rid of one.
Gets rid of madness.
Oh, is it a minus? Oh yeah, I can't see the minus.
And you got to
sign
add
over
one.
here.
You could put. Then you
Yeah,
can
we're
take.
gonna do this. Give me this.
All right. So you take these. So I'll just give you one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now would you-
remove
and then-
one, and then I get to add one. That's gonna refill automatically.
Yep. And
So
then
we
you got
do
to add
that.
one. Ooh.
And let's go ahead and add one to the basement.
To the basement.
Yeah.
Why does everyone love to make the skeleton keys? They're like, oh, it's the worst thing.
It's the
Make
worst.
it the worster. All right. Ooh, the Forbidden Tome. I gotta look. I also like to look at other people's roll cards. Give me your card. Sure.
That's not it.
That's
Settle down.
not it. Wah, wah.
Boring.
That's not boring. I mean, if it is, you designed the game.
Hey now.
Whoa! Shots fired.
Basement or foyer? Do I want Elder Sign? Yes. I do not want Terrible Skeleton. I don't want the same thing, but worse. All right, look at this. Look at this.
There we go. Nice.
Removing.
Hey, Dagon, not a day gone by. You left him alone.
Wow.
All right, we've got
You
the
said I couldn't say
ancien.
daggone.
ancien.
You can't say
Let's
that.
flip this around. Why is
Just
this?
because you want it to be named Dadgum.
Daggum. It's a terrifying sounding elder god.
Pass the lantern.
Oh, hello. Hello, little
The
lantern.
right of Eric Lang. Goodness gracias.
A lot of ugly out there, huh?
Yeah. So all of the rights are neat. They do neat things. There are
Right.
two of the right.
Wow.
Right.
Go fast.
Ready?
Right.
Blam.
Oh.
Hey, AJ.
Hey, pick up
Madness
your
Token
action when you
us.
put your new one down. This
All
is very
right, you
confusing.
and I bump.
Pick up
No,
your study.
no,
You played
pick-
study
Pick
last
up the
time.
one that you played
Oh,
last
You played
round.
Pilfer.
Oh,
There you go.
You and I bumped though.
Yeah.
Bum, bum.
At least the Chris's know what they're doing.
Right? Add one madness token to a room in the manor. So what do we got here?
Don't just keep making the basement awful.
It's funny. The skeleton
I
cube
think
and
it's funny.
sunshine madness.
But
Just doing it for
no,
the balls.
people just steal from here forever. If you
That's
do
just
that.
it. We're going to. What have here for your library? You're going to add to the attic. And I am going to steal from the vault, so I will take that madness token.
People have to
Take that jade statue.
Add or remove.
Remove from Mr. Green God.
They can't
Who
Oh,
has?
because of this.
I think it's okay. I mean, we'll talk about that. There's reasons why you would still be motivated. I'll talk about that.
Go ahead and take this. And reveal the top 2 cards of the deck. Steal 1 relic and place the other in any room in the Manor of Fable. Alright.
Boom.
All right.
That's the most valuable thing in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the Juggernaut.
Yeah. Juggernaut.
Go ahead and
Let's
head
attack.
there.
It's a lot of madness.
Hey, you're not supposed to be peeking under.
All right, so I got to
So I was
see.
making sure I didn't
Okay.
take any additional when I took that.
Let me get this juicer in my belly. Josser. Ugh.
Attic or basement. Elder sign or skeleton.
It's the
I
worst.
suppose you could go to the vault. Either way, you're gaining madness.
I mean, I can't be mad. I just got the 4 points for.
All right, lose the 3 madness. The Warding Stone. Lose another one. Add one to any room.
Do it on the vault. It'll be
It is going to go in the vault.
funny. Ah, and here you thought the Chris's thought they were friends.
No, we just think about it.
Nobody ever claimed that that was the case.
I hate him.
Add one to blue.
This thing? Oh wait.
Blue,
oh wait.
right.
Blue, and it
Yeah.
has 3 or less, so add one more.
Okay,
now.
settle
Whoa.
down.
Hello,
Some of us
Yeah,
may or may
that's
not
a
be
lot
trying
of
to
Mr. Blue.
I'm
No,
survive
I'm just
the
I
night.
was
doing
told
what
no.
the card says.
All right, the Rite of Zoth. Oh yeah, the ancient tablet, the very first iPad. Okay.
Alright. This moves.
Oh yeah, you get to have the lantern this time.
Hmm. Ready?
Bring on the madness.
Study.
Yeah.
All right, you and I each.
Look at that.
All right.
What's all this going on?
From late
You're
in
up,
the
Fire.
Yeah.
in the road, too.
What am I on?
So we're hoping this is just making sense to people that are playing. I know that it's hard to see. We are trying to have fun.
I mean, we have 3 other playthrough videos at this point, so there's plenty of content if they're confused.
And they can also reach out to us on
That.
Kickstarter with
Is
questions
that a
about the game.
minus one? It is. Alright, I'll take the ancient tab.
-1 madness. Mr. Deception over there.
Alright, so I'm going to exchange with Deceive, placing the Warding Stone in there, doing that. Then I'm going to steal the Warding Stone back, subtract the Madness
wow,
token,
yeah.
and add one to another room, and
Come on.
it's revolting.
Revolting. Whoa. I see how that
Yeah,
works.
exactly.
All right,
Go
study. You're
AJ.
up, buddy.
Yep, so first I lose.
That's a gross vault.
Medical library empty, so don't really
Straight
have a
to it,
choice.
doesn't even sweat it.
Add or remove.
Add or remove
Yep.
an awakening token to each god. Whoa.
Gonna remove.
Stupid
Had me worried there for a minute.
people wanting to live forever.
I want to live.
For Trevor. I want to learn how to bry. All right, I don't have a choice. So I just gained back exactly what I lost, so that's great. And I'm helping out Dagon once more.
All right. Well, I'm expecting
Off the
it.
top.
Off the top. What do we got?
Ancient tablet.
Boom.
Lose. No, what?
Ancient tab.
Ancient.
Oh, so
Oh
sorry.
yeah.
Yes.
And we need a madness on that.
Okay.
This is mine.
Obsidian.
Obsidian. Add or remove an awakening token on blue or yellow. Let's add one to Haster. Haster's feeling left out over there with his awakening tokens. And then
Just
I have
Haster.
basement or
Master,
foyer.
master.
We're going to go here, and we're going to remove from Dagon.
Leave him
Oh, as we
alone.
go there, that goes here.
Ready? Up. Lovecraft's letters. Okay.
Lapis.
Lovecraft's
lazuli.
letters are bad. They're just 2 madness, fixed madness, and 1 point. Not a great card to have.
The lantern moved, it went to Travis.
Oh, I'm neat. This is not fantastic in any way. Punishment. Ready?
Ugh.
Ah.
Why did the AJ?
Can I have one as well? Actually, I'll tell you what. I'm at 6. Boop, boop. I'll give you these back. I'll save them over here. So I've got a pool. That
Alright.
Oh, this was tossed out here in the middle.
It was one that I got rid of.
Yeah.
There you go.
Lots of madness going around. Foyer or library? I guess I could take that. Is that a +1 madness or a -1 over there?
Minus
It's
one.
a minus
It's a
one.
-1.
You're gonna get 2 tokens, but
Right? So it's a net of
The
game.
net of 1.
You know what? We'll steal from the library. I'll take Lovecraft's
There
letters.
you
It's
go.
cool. I'll,
Let's see what
I'll
he's
be
up to.
crazy. I'll go nuts. Deceive. You're up, buyer.
Swap this for the dagger in the attic, and then I'm gonna steal this back.
So that goes on there first.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does that do?
I just
Does nothing
remove-
'cause he
I just
exchanged
remove a
it.
madness.
Hey. All right, inspect.
So on the first one, off the top.
Ooh, a jade tome. What does that do?
Add 1 to green, add 1 additional one if it has 3 or less. And then I can steal from the vault or the basement. And I think I'm going to go ahead and take the vault.
No one will ever
Lose
take the
one.
basement. Uh-oh, map of Arkham.
Now see, I mean, if you want a God Awaken, you don't want to take, or you don't want to take that. It's first off the top.
Yeah, well, I'm wanting to read what this
Oh,
does.
This and all of the relics in the bottom. Ooh,
Okay.
and then refill the empty rooms.
So off the top, rattling, reveal the top 2 cards of the deck, steal 1 relic, and place 1 attack and banner. Fable. Let's see. Another thing for choice gains 1 madness, and add 1 madness. Cool.
And you gain 1 with that one. You'll gain
That's a
one.
Lose
minus
one.
1.
Was it a -1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my eyes are old.
Alright.
There is a minus.
So let's go on ahead. We'll put this in. Foyer. Steal this. And add 1 to any room in the manor. Or
And
that
you get
over
to
there.
lose 1.
I get to lose 1.
Okay.
Making change.
Then I steal from the foyer. And another player of your choice. Fire.
Would you like me to have 11 madness?
Yes. Alright, reload.
Ancient artifact.
Well.
Amber statue. It's the name of a girl I dated in high school.
Amber statue.
Yes.
Is she statuesque?
Yes. Yes. You terrible
Do you
man.
have the lantern?
I do.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had 11 or 10 madness before.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to have 10 madness.
What did you play last turn?
I'm sorry, Fire, I don't remember.
I picked it up too fast.
Ready?
Yeah.
No. Alright, no, that's all that matters.
Woohoo!
Everybody
Travis
but
is the only one who
Travis.
didn't get madness. Boom.
Alright, starts with Fire.
Yeah. I'll take this.
Where you at?
Oh, you put the madness out first.
And the map.
That's a pretty crappy 0 cost.
You got that much madness, you know your way around the asylum.
You know?
This is
Yeah.
true.
Wow.
Okay.
Ooh, this is getting ugly.
And one's coming off to
At this point, the skeleton key is more attractive.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Whoa,
I
somebody.
mean, unless
All right, Deceiver.
Deceive, you're up, Ham.
Yeah, that's
June
tough one.
and Ward Deceiver.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I have less madness than Travis, so I'm gonna go ahead and exchange with the basement for my skeleton key that's been sitting there for an hour, and then I'm gonna steal it.
You're gonna lose
And
one.
I'm gonna lose one.
Hmm.
Wow.
Enjoy that mess.
That is a mess indeed. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going. Oh, but I want.
Oh,
What a bad.
But if you're a cultist, you don't want this card to be activated ever. So, and we're getting down to the
Yeah,
nitty gritty.
let's go.
So, if you want a point for 2 madness,
We've almost made it through this night.
and the fact that you're making Lovecraft's like,
Swap that.
I never get my way.
We're gonna swap that, and then I want the vault.
Okay.
I'm taking all the madness. I
So
don't
Lovecraft
care.
letters goes to the bottom, and then we refill everything.
I just grabbed 4
Rite of
madness
Carcosa.
tokens.
I
Ancient
really
Power.
like the way you jumped on that grenade.
Rite of
I
Zoth.
did. I dove right over. Right
Ancient
on top of it.
Mask. And an Eldor sign.
Wow.
Wow, so I get going last here was actually pretty juicy.
Moves.
We're not done.
Oh, yeah.
So you get your 3 madness to come off.
I got 3 madness that goes away. I can steal from the attic. Oh, yeah. Let's do the Rite of Carcosa and lose 3 more madness.
Wow.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Wow.
Wiggle, wiggle. All right. Times they are changing.
Okay.
Now, this is the part where all
You've
of
got
the
lantern.
people who want the
I have
clock
lantern.
ending to start freaking out. That was pretty cool.
Well.
Ready?
Yeah.
Reveal. There's all the studies.
There's all the studies.
Study.
Everyone gets madness.
You
Travis
get a
is up.
madness, and you get a madness.
I'm up first?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh no, but then someone's gonna get to duplicate that. That's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. I want the points. Hold. Oh, I get a steal.
He has to
Steal.
steal. Attic or basement. Ancient artifact or ancient artifact.
Or
Or an Alderson.
Could go for that Alderson.
+1 on the armor.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll lose these. It's like the attic.
So you gain 1.
Alright, I'll lose a 3.
Yes, then you can lose 3 more.
Oh.
AJ at one point had the most, and now he has 1. Oh, how times have changed.
Alright. I lose 3.
Stealing from Manor.
Going from the vault.
Who are you hurting?
Might be okay with Cthulhu.
Uh-oh.
There's a
Uh-oh.
clock.
Alright.
And I'm the only one left, right? So I have to inspect.
Buyer? Yeah.
I inspect off the top. We have an ancient tablet. It'll let me lose a madness. And then I am going to steal from the foyer. And I'm going to remove a token from each god.
What?
No, I take that back. I'm going to add one to each god.
Now we're talking.
Add one to each god.
Is
Yeah.
that the last
Good.
one?
Yeah.
That is the
I
last
think it's gonna
one.
end here.
Where's that clock?
Let's get the
Oh boy.
Alright,
It's
here's the
getting
planner.
intense. It is getting crazy.
I hate my life in this moment.
Whoa, dropping cards. I've got the lantern.
Now, it's also important to note that if as a result of people stealing out of the vault and it being filled back in, or using inspect, that the
Clock.
second
Clock.
clock is revealed, the game ends immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah.
So
There's
you
no
don't even
finishing
finish
the
the
round.
action, you don't finish your turn, you don't finish the round, it ends right then. So
Yep.
it has to be considered.
How many cards are left in the deck?
Not many.
Not many, like
I would say this is the
Like
last.
5, maybe
I'd say this is the
something
last
like
turn. Even if we even finish it.
Ready?
My heart is palpitating.
Wow!
Oh,
good
well.
I don't know, I feel like the room I'm gonna steal from is gonna be a little
All right,
stinky by
let's
the
see.
time it gets
Attic
there.
or basement for Ham over there. Let's see. Let's do attic here. I'm going to steal from the foyer,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to move an awakening token off of green over to yellow. We're going to even them out. 3, 3, 3, 3.
Okay, alright, I know what's
3,
going on
3,
here.
3. Let's make it happen.
I know what you're up to.
No, you don't.
I'm pretty sure I do.
I'm pretty sure I
Go
do.
for the vault.
You want to look at somebody's card?
I feel like
I'm
you're
curious what
just a
yours is.
medium-sized guy over
Here you
here.
go.
This is,
That's a
plus
compliment.
2.
That's a compliment. I've been working
Put
out.
that over.
Oh, wait. I meant eating out. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
And now you've
Fast
read
food
from your card.
restaurants.
Just saying.
Shush.
I'm gonna make it count.
They all suck. They all are bad. 3 more of these things out of nowhere.
At least you'll have time to get rid of them.
No.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't do that either. I'm sorry, guys. I'll just make it.
Spread it out.
Spreading out the madness.
I guess. Where no library. Let's change this. Sure. Oh my god, it's terrible. They're both terrible. I'm gonna actually go for this. Please don't end the game. I've got
Gonna
my
refill the
madness.
vault immediately.
Oh, man!
Well, hold on. He does get this. I don't know if that matters for anything.
Yeah. I really knew.
Wow.
Turn
That
that.
was.
All right.
Wow.
So now,
All right. So no god was awakened.
no god.
So starting with the player with the lantern and
That would
going
be me.
clockwise, reveal your roll.
Mhm.
If it has a reveal effect, use it right there.
No reveal
Scoring.
effect. Mine's a scoring effect.
Scoring effect.
Scoring.
Scoring.
Yeah, we're all scoring.
All right.
So next is madness.
Correct.
Mhm.
Yeah, I knew you were the medium over there, Mark. Yeah, I'm not-
Not too bad on madness, actually.
Yeah, I think I survived this part. I think Mark is 6. I'm gonna go insane.
13.
I hope Mark gets it. 3, 6, 11.
16.
23.
24! Wow!
24! Come
3,
on,
6, 9,
man.
10, 11.
All right. So now we do scoring, right?
I do not have this.
Yeah, I missed mine.
Yeah. I did. No cultists. Did you guys? Any of you guys get your?
You're scoring.
I did not win this game.
$23.
Alright, so I'll double that, so 6. $21.
I did 16.
26.
But you're dead. Oh,
No,
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 you're not
I'm
dead. He
dead.
died. Oh,
I
are you
died.
kidding me?
AJ got you.
Wow.
AJ
The
pulled it out.
So the game,
pulls it
literally
off.
the game end is the swing.
Yeah.
Well, we weren't in
no,
great
the
shape.
Mark jumping on the madness bomb.
I jumped on the madness bomb, which hurt.
I mean, how many madness did you have?
23.
And
I don't know if I've
24.
ever seen anybody live with 23 madness.
That's
Really,
because you've not seen
I
me
wanted
play.
to get Cthulhu to awaken. It just
Man.
at that point
How
I was
many
like,
points
maybe
did you
he'll
get?
awaken. I'm like, I'll take the 1 extra point. I don't
Man,
care.
I think I was going to give up 1 point.
I think actually, and what's funny is had I did that, I would have
3
died too
more,
because I don't have a
3
right.
more. I would have had a net of 5. I would have had 26 points if I'd gotten a turn. And what did you have? 26?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
There
the
was
player
a
with the
least-
least madness.
Least
so
madness.
yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, Travis had to
Oh.
go to the vault.
No, I miscounted. I had 19, not 16.
Yeah.
I would have only
Still-
had 16 if I'd have been
still-
alive.
Yes, I still
Counting.
lost.
So as you guys can see, there's a lot of player interaction. So there's the trying to deduce what people's roles are. There's the trying to sculpt your game end, the desired game end, which ties to which roles players are. There is trying to figure out what cards people want to play. Doing things trying to choose a card intentionally to give somebody a madness token when you don't care when you're gaining one. Lots of just little subtle things. There's the gods, trying to figure out which god people want or how it's going to affect them if the god awakens, what things people are going to steal. Just lots of little layered decisions that are meaningful. And, it was pretty doubtful we were going to, a god was going to awaken in that game.
I mean, it could have gone, one of those rites of Zoth. Like, there for a while, I thought AJ was trying to add to him because he did early.
Yeah.
Well, people use the statues almost
Yeah.
exclusively to remove, because they can go add or remove. So that's like a good relic for either game in that you want. So people were removing a lot with those, which I think contributed to these guys having a lower a lower amount.
Well, the
Well, and
decision
when
that I
they
made
eat
to
people-
remove, when I made the decision initially to remove one from each god, and I realized it was making a god worth 0 points to me. I'm like, wait a minute, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Throw them all on there.
Well, and
I
you
don't
have
want
to be
points.
careful when you're playing with the ones that automatically eat somebody.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to position yourself like, okay, I want to
The
be sure.
entire game, I was trying to make sure that I was 1 madness above the lowest madness.
Right.
So that I could, so that
Right.
if Cthulhu Awakened, I would get my scoring bonus. Because I would,
I
have,
say you
I would
have
have the
interesting-
fewest at that point, because the person right below me would have been eaten.
Would have been
Right.
easy.
Which is why I wanted Cthulhu to awaken towards the second half of the game, so that AJ would be punished severely.
Yeah.
Right, and that's because you were the mystic who
Right.
wants
Yeah.
to have the fewest madness tokens.
Exactly. So I wanted to be low, but not too low, and then open.
Just in
Cthulhu.
case Cthulhu showed up.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought both of you guys were investigators helping me keep these guys from awakening. It was
Nope.
nice.
No.
Nope. I was trying to keep madness on there, but not too much, or awakening tokens, but not too much.
Yeah.
And jumping on that madness bomb to speed through the deck is really what bit me.
So, yeah, I mean, all in all, it was pretty close. I mean, you had 26 points, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, 26, 21,
19.
19. Where were you, Travis? 24?
23.
23. Yeah. I mean,
23.
so, yeah, very competitive. I mean, I assume you had a ton of points, but you exploded.
I didn't. I honestly didn't. I had a bunch of zeros and ones in here. Look at that.
So you should've-
zeros. There's a bunch of ones. I literally had 16 points, and that's counting the 3 points I would have taken from the god with the least awakening tokens on it.
So yeah, the game is awesome, and you should back it. It's fun. It's just a fun game. Like genuinely, I've made a lot of games, and I would say with confidence this is the most fun game that I've been a part of making. It's just fun. It's a little chaotic.
Yep.
It's got a little taste of different things like deduction and
Well, it's got
rolls and things like that. But
It's got a short enough playtime too that it's
Yeah.
super easy to reshuffle
Right.
everything and just do it again.
And I love that every time this game is out, when people are playing, you always hear them just shout out, "Oh!"
That's
from
exactly what I
across
was
the
getting ready
room.
to say. I mean, how many times have we played this? We're not like actors. I mean, when that card got peeled off and the clock came off, those
Yeah.
were real, like, oh god.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I mean, even Travis, who
Well,
ended
well-
it, didn't want it to end
No.
right there, and then so it's,
Well,
yes, no.
I was hoping that there would be something that would add to a god, or like we get peeled off the top. Like I was the green cultist, and I went through the bottom of the deck, and of course,
Everything you
so,
want.
all the things that affect Jade statue, Jade idol.
Jade Idol, they're all.
Obsidian, these things that add to anything were all on the bottom. So like my, that's not to say that I
and
had
you
no.
still finished second on points.
Yeah,
even though
yeah.
You didn't get a god.
Yeah,
so.
I did a lot of the moment where I got to, and I wasn't at risk of dying from madness at all, so I actually wasted time doing that. I think I played Deceive quite a bit, so I got to swap
Yeah.
and kind of pad my points
Yeah.
and accept that I had madness tokens. But I mean, if you look at my cash, look how many zeros I have on
I
the
was
fixed
in the
madness.
same boat.
Yeah.
I mean, I barely have any fixed madness, so my madness tokens were representative of, like, more so representative of my total madness than anything else.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun stuff.
Is there any questions?
Nope, not right now. I think we should just wrap it up, and then if they have any questions, they can ask on the Kickstarter, on BGG, or anything like that.
All right, great.
So
Thanks
that
for
works.
watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks, everyone.
Looks like our stream didn't crash today, so
Woo.
things are looking up.
No interference from the elder gods.
This is true.